Good evening and welcome to Tavern 26 for week number 9's installment of the Camel Memorial Red Devil Show. I'm Matt Marr, being joined today again by Mihali Koullias. Mihali, thank you so much for joining me again here.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, it's great to always have you guys on the show. Obviously, we didn't get football 2 weeks ago when we did the show last, so it's great to have one of you guys here again with me. And, one of the seniors here this year, you go all over the place here on the field.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of curious how you get that done because you started as quarterback this past week here, and we'll talk about that game a little bit here in a second, which, But, you started as quarterback, then you went in as a receiver. How do you do that? How do you switch so quickly and so easily? And it just seemed naturally there. You made some huge catches, too, after throws as well. So, how do you do that?
It's kind of just understanding, everything that's going on, kind of just being there for so long and always playing, I guess, since I was a freshman. It kind of just comes easy, playing receiver and stuff, because I've always been a receiver. And then last year at quarterback, it was kind of just, I knew this year that I was going to be playing a little bit of quarterback whenever, DJ needed a break or, he just wanted to throw me in there to mix the stuff up. But kind of just understanding everything and understanding all the team. I always tell Coach, you can put me wherever you need me. You know what I mean? I can play anywhere. If you need me on the line, I'll play on the line. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. It seems like that's a recurring theme here with you guys, is that you guys are all just a bunch of Swiss Army knives. You can pick out whichever tool you need, and you're out there, and you're useful, and you're perfect. That's really cool to have there on your team. So many of you guys can do that. I'm kind of curious, though, what the decision, because I don't know if we've seen you start this year yet, have we? No, that was your first start, right?
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. All right. What was the decision-making here? Was it because, all right, we need to put the senior out here and give him a chance, or did we just need to give Lambert a break? Or, what exactly was that?
Well,
I'm curious.
It was kind of just Coach King, he always had a thing. So it's DJ wasn't at practice on Monday, but it wasn't nothing crazy. He wasn't able to come.
Right.
And he started to be better if I started this week just because, I played quarterback, and he told me he was going to get me in a little bit more at quarterback. So he's kind of just playing me there. And this week you'll be seeing a little bit more, too, of me just going in there, DJ going at receiver. He kind of just likes mixing this up because he knows that we could both do the same things. So it was kind of just a little switch up there just to get me prepared to play more at quarterback this week and next week.
Yeah, especially with you. I feel like you're more out there if you need to put somebody out there to put the ball a yard, put that long. And he's down there to keep it short, even do the gain himself because he loves to run that ball. That's so cool to see him.
Yeah.
But, having somebody like that and being able to give you guys some rest, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it came in handy in your game last week. I know it wasn't the result you guys wanted here, but you guys still made some great things and made some great plays. I'm just curious, what are you guys working on here in practice to better prepare yourself now for the Blue Jays, the Jackson Milton team, coming up here this Friday?
Kind of just to make sure everyone knows exactly what they're doing, because we have a lot of mistakes that are just people don't know, something it's simple stuff. Our linemen, we had to make sure they know where they're blocking, because we had a couple of injuries last week. And it's kind of just making sure everyone's focused and everyone's ready to play because, last week kind of took some people out. A lot of people had to step in, and it kind of just – a lot of people didn't really know what they were doing. So it's kind of just fixing up the small mistakes, forgetting about last week and getting better.
Right, and I feel like that's been the big, how you guys have been doing this pretty much every week here. Again, you got a very young team in front of you right here. That's something that we all just have recognized is that there's a lot of sophomores. One of your captains is a sophomore this year. So a young core, and it's nice to see that you're helping them out here and just trying to help them, get past this. I know that could be playing some mental gymnastics in their head, but for an experienced guy like you, you're just saying, all right, eyes on the prize. Who cares what happened last week? Mm-hmm. Let's pretend that we're at 0-0 again and just move right back into it.
Yep.
Exactly. That's a great way to look at it right there. So a little bit off football here. We asked your girlfriend here in the last interview here about this. You were on the homecoming court here, all right? This is probably the big story for you this week, is that you were on the homecoming court, and not only that, you got selected to win the Homecoming King. First of all, congratulations on that. That is so cool. That not only were you guys on there, but of course your team, your teammates, sure, but also your classmates too. The whole school said, all right, Mihali and Alexa, that's so cool. How are you feeling after all that?
It was definitely an experience. It's cool. We kind of, of course we always wanted to win. We always wanted to win. But, once we got on court, we were happy. We were like, okay, it could really be anybody. There's a couple of different people. But just knowing, I got to be doing something, right, for people to vote me out. So I don't know.
And how even more so to this, how did it feel to win it alongside with Alexis, her going in as the queen? That's even cooler.
Yeah, because, if I won without her, I'd be happy. But, now that I won with her, I'm definitely way more happy being with her. So, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, a special moment there for you guys. I mean, congratulations again on that. That's so that is really cool right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
that happened that
Very
way
cool.
that you
Yeah.
guys did. I mean, especially that. So I mean, it's your senior year this year. Have you been looking at any colleges or anything here, maybe where you might, if you want to continue to play at all, or?
I've been looking at YSU because I want to go into engineering.
All right.
But about playing, I don't really know as much football. Like I like football a lot, but I kind of want to go into something more. I'm not gonna say relax, but football is kind of just. I mean, if I got a chance to play, of course I'd take it.
Right. Yeah.
But,
Division I right there at
yeah.
YSU. That's huge.
Yeah, if I got a chance to play, I might even walk on. But I'd rather go in for more something more like track or something, just because I know I'm fast. I know that.
I mean, that's huge right there, and they always need really good track stars right there at YSU. I mean, they got to keep that. It seems like, legacy up. I mean, I'm trying to think of the right word here. Dynasty, it seems almost like, because there's always a championship, it seems like, in that sport. Indoor, outdoor, doesn't matter at YSU. So if you can get on that team, man, you're winning at life right there.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
huge. So, I mean, hopefully you get on there. I mean, do you run track and field out in
yeah.
high school? I would assume,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not something like I'm fast, so I'm going to
Yeah,
try.
I'm just gonna try. No, I run track. Yeah.
That's what I figured here. All right, so I'm sure I asked you this. What was that, week 1 when
Yeah,
we
it was
had
week
you?
1.
It's been a while here, so we're going to ask you again here. What's your favorite sport?
Favorite sport is football.
Favorite
sure.
sport is football.
Yeah.
So if you got that walk-on
I got
opportunity,
the- yeah, I'm
or
not thinking, I'm
or if
playing.
Coach Doug Phillips came over and said, "Hey, Mihali, we want you at wide receiver this year,"
Exactly.
like just recruit you. Period. You're gonna say, "Oh yeah, I'll do that."
Yeah.
Over-
If
exactly.
it's YSU, yeah, I think it.
I mean, were you looking at any other schools? Is YSU your number one pick?
No, YSU's my number 1.
Number 1 pick. Hey,
Yeah.
that's it. Go Penguins right there.
Yeah.
I graduated there right now,
Uh-huh.
and they could use some help right now, that
Yeah.
team right now, so they could definitely use you. So hopefully they pick you up. I mean, they could use a wide receiver. All right, so your favorite sport there, I mean, football obviously here. I'm going to ask you again here. Who's your favorite athlete? If you said one last time, if you want to choose up, who's your second favorite then?
I said Joe Burrow last time.
Is there a favorite track star? How about this?
Track
We
star?
go with football. Let's go with track and field since that's your other sport.
I don't really know who my favorite track star would be. Of course, I like Usain Bolt, but like he's just everyone kind of likes him. You know what I mean?
Right.
But-
Was there anybody who stood out during the Olympics maybe for you, on men's or women's?
What's his name? The one that's the
fast guy.
The 100 meter. What's his name? Oh, I forgot his name. He won the 100 meter. Oh, I don't remember. I forgot his name.
Hey, that's all right
For
here,
USA.
but yeah.
Whoever won it for USA.
Well, there you go right there. So, all right, I got one more question for you here since we did cut out most of these last time you were here, all right?
Uh-huh.
And we discussed last week. We know it's going to happen next week. We're going to get a win, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, absolutely right there. I mean, that's what you're thinking. So I'm curious here. We talked about your favorite menu item. How about your favorite entree on here? Like, I'm sure, did you go with the trash can nachos last time? Of course. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I figured. Football players, you guys love that stuff. What's your favorite entree? Say that the trash can nachos are just off the table. Just pretend that they don't exist, which they do. They do, but let's pretend for right now it's just everything else on that menu.
I like the wings. I like the dry ranch wings. I also like the burger, just a normal burger with the bacon on it.
Is it
But-
just a plain cheeseburger with bacon? That's it. or-
Cheeseburger, bacon. I like mustard and ketchup on it
There you go.
with just lettuce, tomatoes.
Got to add a
So,
little
yeah.
bit of that sauce, right?
Yeah, and some pickles.
Ooh, some pickles. That sounds good right now. Might have to order that right there. The Mihali
Yeah.
Koullias special right there. Sounds too good right there. Obviously, some great food here at Tavern 26. Every single Wednesday, they got chili dogs 5 for $10. I mean, that's such a great deal. In fact, before you guys had your interview, I saw them hustling and bustling just
I
a
know.
bunch of them out into that room next to us. So, I mean, obviously, that's a popular one right now. Great food, great prices, and a great place right here off 12th Street. Tavern 26, thank you so much here for hosting this show and for allowing us to come in here every single week and putting up with us. I mean, they've been great here. We got another week coming up here of this, but again, just got to say thank you again here to our sponsor because they've been awesome here. Great people, great food, great prices. Check them out. Mihali, thank you so much
Thank
here
you
for
very
joining
much.
me this week. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk a little bit more about football with you here. And again, we're looking forward to this week. Can't wait to see you guys on the road at Jackson Milton. We'll keep an eye on it, and
Yep.
hey,
Thank
good
you very
luck.
much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Yep.